Hi, my name is Paul Sokoloff, and I'm a museum botanist working with our Arctic Flora team. Today I'll be sharing a bit about our fieldwork last summer in Inuit Nunangat on Baffin Island, Nunavut, where we're cataloging the plant and lichen biodiversity of Agouti Territorial Park. Agouti is Nunavut's newest and largest territorial park, covering over 10,000 square kilometers. Just a short skidoo ride west of Clyde River, Agouti includes important areas where community members can harvest country foods and spend time on the land. From the Barnes ice cap in the center of the island to the shores of Baffin Bay, where deep fjords incised mountains and cliffs, Agouti will serve to protect locations, landscapes, and species important to Inuit in Clyde River and across Baffin Island for generations to come. Now, the first step in conserving species found anywhere is a comprehensive baseline of that area's biodiversity. To this end, our team, led by Dr. Lynn Gillespie, are working with Nunavut Parks and Special Places to develop a detailed checklist of the flora of Agouti Territorial Park. Working with Clyde River community members and Kalai Aipili at the Government of Nunavut, our team participated in a community open house and several interviews to record knowledge of park plants, both past and present, which will be used by Nunavut Parks for planning and interpretation. In addition, botanists used preserved plant specimens stored in large libraries called herbaria to document species occurrences in place and time. By studying previous collections and by adding our own samples, our team is working to understand what species occur in the park and where we can find them. Some of the first comprehensive collections made in the park came from the Baird expedition to Clyde Inlet in 1950, which included botanist Pierre Dansereau, biologist V.C. Wynne Edwards, and lichenologist Mason Hale. Traveling by float plane and on foot, they made scattered collections across the park. Closer to the present, museum researchers visiting the park area by ship have made collections while on shore excursions, including Julian Starr, who collected sedges during a Students on Ice trip, and Yamasi Dare, who made extensive collections during the Canada C3 expedition. Now, these previous collections help us sketch out the botanical diversity of the park, but a thorough study of the plants of Agouti required additional collections. So, in summer 2021, our team, including Lynn Gillespie, Jeff Levin, JPD Anutik, Lino Apak, and myself, embarked on 5 weeks of fieldwork. Based out of Clyde River and 4 camps spread throughout the park, our team hiked across the tundra seeking out habitats large and small, all of which could hold different plants to document. Specimens of all species we found were collected, along with location, date, and habitat notes. While hiking is a great way to see the tundra up close, we were able to visit numerous locations across the park via helicopter, greatly expanding the number of locations and habitats we were able to access, thanks in great part to our awesome pilot Stéphane and mechanic Louis-André. Once back at camp, plant specimens were sorted into collections, and a small subsample of leaf tissue was taken to preserve in the National Biodiversity Cryobank of Canada. Vascular plants, those with roots and shoots, were pressed between cardboard, while lichens and mosses were air-dried in paper bags. By the end of our 5-week expedition, our team had amassed over 1,000 herbarium specimens from across the park, the locations indicated here. While lichen and moss identifications are ongoing, our team has identified about 140 vascular plant species, including those that are characteristic to habitats throughout the park. Throughout the park, we encountered a common tundra community dominated by a few species that preferentially grow on stable granitic rocks. These habitats, such as those seen here at Ataguli-Saktilik, are dominated by northern woodrush, white mountain heather, caribou lichens, and fringe mosses. Inland, at the base of the Barnes ice camp, plant cover was much reduced, and lichens were virtually absent, indicating that these areas were relatively recently uncovered by ice. Northern woodrush, Arctic saxifrage, and icegrass were common in this sparse, muddy, rocky environment. Along coastal sites, we found many plant species characteristic of the Arctic seashore, though in many cases these were quite short and stunted, likely due to the frequent cold wind. Here, sea beach sandwort, seaside bluebells, and salt marsh starwort were fun finds among the sands. The other end of the temperature and wind spectrum, the sheltered heads of the park's long fjords provided a suitable environment for numerous species to grow. Here we found more species than at any other location in the park, including 2 species of Tophieldia and thick shrubs of Richardson's willow. In addition to the many vascular plant and lichen specimens our team collected, we also gathered specimens of common mosses and any unique bryophytes we came across. This dung moss, collected on the side of a brook, is one of the more unique species we found. Now, all of that is just a small sample of the plant diversity of the park. Our collections included many regionally important records and range extensions of several species. Now these collections are in the capable hands of our collections team, who are incorporating them into the National Herbarium of Canada. And that's it for me. Our team would like to thank many people who made this project happen. This work is a partnership between the museum and Nunavut Parks and was undertaken in collaboration with Polar Knowledge Canada. Thanks for your time, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the talks.